What's up, guys? Welcome back to The Horror Couple. I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Rob.
And we are here to talk about a totally awesome movie called Totally Killer.
A movie that it would have made sense if PJ Souls had a cameo as Linda, but
Totally.
but it had the Sabrina girl.
I know, Kiernan Shipka. She's awesome.
And
I love her.
The Totally Killer was Totally Killer.
Totally Killer.
Totally.
It's like Back to the Future meets Scream and Happy Death Day. So let's get into it.
Grace Scott, this is heavy.
Yeah.
That horror couple.
Oh, yeah.
That horror couple.
It's us.
That horror couple. That horror couple. And they talk about horror.
Like and subscribe. When the infamous Sweet 16 killer returns 35 years after his first murder spree to claim another victim, 17-year-old Jamie accidentally travels back in time to 1987, determined to stop the killer before he can start. Apologies in advance, I'm gonna butcher this name. Directed by...
This is gonna be funny.
Directed by Nahnatchka Khan, starring Kiernan Shipka, Olivia Holt, Charlie Gillespie, and Lachlan Monroe. To kick off our likes of the film, I have to say I loved Kiernan Shipka in this. She was a great final girl. I loved
Absolutely.
her.
Yeah.
She's from The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix.
It looks like she got a little bit older. and,
Yeah,
like,
she did.
Yeah, she looks really pretty. And,
Yeah,
like,
she's
dude,
pretty.
She looks totally like 80s in a way.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like a kid from nowadays, but like when she got like thrown back in the 80s, it worked.
It worked because it was like, yeah, she could fit in here.
Yeah, the girl plays like kind of like a rocker chick named Jamie.
Yeah.
And her mom is kind of like an uptight lady named Pam. And she's going to a concert, her daughter,
Yeah.
to see this band Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
And her mom is like very overprotective, like, where are you going? And she's worried about her going out. You come to find out, the reason why her mom's upset is because back when she was 16,
Yeah.
there was a killer
On the loose.
stabbing people 16 times on
Yeah.
their sweet 16.
I shot him 6 times.
16?
16 times.
Loomis. Haddonfield.
God damn you, Michael.
And also, Rob, what about the mask?
Oh,
Rob,
yeah.
Tell us about that.
This killer,
His mask was like Michael meets
Beavis.
Beavis.
Maybe we should see what it is.
meets Billy Idol.
Yeah.
White wedding.
Yeah, it was a funny mask. Like I was like, that's like creepy, not so like scary, but it's kind of weird. I feel like he's gonna ask us to like go buy him some nachos or
Dude,
something.
yeah, that mask was totally Beavis.
Yeah.
Beavis, Billy Idol,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Michael Myers.
yeah, and
William
Michael
Shatner,
Myers.
I guess.
It's a good combo.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. I'm like,
I know.
dude,
It was cool though.
I'm like, dude, that's Beavis Idol.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Billy Idol.
I loved it. So the story essentially starts out that Jamie, she's wanting to go to this concert and mom doesn't really want her to go.
Yeah,
And
she plays a good teenager.
Yeah,
she's like,
Mom.
whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And her mom, she's obviously scared because of the things that happened to her as a teenager. And what becomes like really spooky, eerie is that the killer actually comes back, spoiler alert, and stabs Jamie's mom, Pam.
Right.
So
No,
that's
but-
pretty gnarly.
And that whole kill scene was so Scream to me. It was like just the.
It was very Scream.
Yeah.
Like Drew Barrymore running from Ghostface.
We said in the beginning, this is very Back to the Future, Happy Death Day. I would throw Scream in the mix.
Yeah,
too.
of course,
This is
yeah.
very Scream style with the
Yeah.
stabbing, the
Yes,
killing, and the way the killer chases people around the house in his Beavis mask.
Yeah. Where's my nachos?
Yeah. He's the great Cornholio.
Yeah. And Jamie ends up having, she's really upset about her mom getting stabbed, and she ends up accidentally, getting into her friend's like makeshift time machine.
Her friend Amelia is like she's the Doc Brown of this story.
Yeah, she's very technologically, scientifically inclined. Yeah.
She is, building the flux capacitor, which
Yes.
is what makes time travel possible.
Yes.
And once her mom gets attacked, she uses her Amelia's time machine to like go back into the year 1987, October 27th.
By the way, this movie takes place in October, Halloween, so
Yes.
that is a definite like for us.
Dude,
because
no, but it's also 80s.
it's the 80s,
It's
Halloween
80s.
in the 80s. I mean, come on.
80s October. Suburbia.
Goodness, it's so awesome. This movie's definitely recommended by us because we love movies that take place on Halloween, and it's a slasher. I mean, come on, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Then when she went to the 80s, I really, certain camera angles even reminded me of Back to
Like,
the Future.
yeah.
When she was looking around, I'm like, that's so Marty McFly.
It was like when he got transported back. Yeah.
He's like, Doc, this is heavy, man.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this movie. It goes back in time. Like, she meets her mom and her mom's bitchy friends, and her mom
No,
is a total bitch.
Her mom was like a Valley Girl
a queen
cheerleader
bee, yeah.
snob.
Yes.
So
She's like, get away from me, loser.
That's how Kaylee was when we met.
That is not true. I actually
You
got picked
unfriended
in
me on
school.
Facebook.
No.
Kaylee unfriended me on
Okay,
Facebook.
well.
at first. She did. And then she added me again, and
Yeah.
then, you know.
Now here we are, 8 years later.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna block you now.
No. I really loved like the whole carnival like vibes, like aesthetic that we had going on. It's super
Well,
fall,
to
super
me-
80s.
No, to me it was like Funhouse.
Yeah, it reminded me of that movie Funhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Yeah, it just reminded me of like watching like an 80s carnival
Yeah.
slasher.
Or you know what other movie it reminded me of? This is a newer movie, but like the Hellfest and
Yeah, stuff like
Bloodfest
that.
and
it
yeah,
had, like, that
yeah.
slasher movie.
I love that, yeah.
carnival stuff.
I love that. It was so cool. And the music in the movie was really like 80s and really awesome too. I enjoyed that as well, like the score and the soundtrack. It was really cool.
The music was awesome. 80s music, 80s
I
rock,
love that.
80s
Yep,
metal.
that
I'm
was
totally
awesome.
into all that.
Yes.
But I also like the stereotypical like crew. They have like the jock,
Yes.
the cheerleader.
Yes.
They had like all those the nerd.
The bitchy clique,
yeah, they had all that stuff that we love seeing in these slasher films.
Yeah.
We keep comparing this to Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how she became friends with Amelia's mother.
Yeah.
That to me was totally Marty.
I love
becoming
that.
friends with George McFly.
Yeah, that was really
Like,
cool.
remember when Marty was like friends with like his dad at a young
Yeah.
age? That was
Aw.
totally. She started hanging out with Amelia's mother.
Yeah, I like that too. I thought that was awesome.
And not only was this like reminding me of Back to the Future because I'm a Back to the Future fan.
Yeah.
They name dropped Back to the Future.
They did. That
So-
was super cool. I
That-
think they talked about Scream too. If
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, I believe they talked about both of those movies in this movie.
They
Cool
literally name
awesomeness.
dropped Back to the Future. They were watching RoboCop at one point.
Yeah,
So that was
mhm.
awesome.
I also really like we mentioned the carnival vibes, like the ending at the ending. Spoiler alert, obviously, the Gravitron scene was pretty cool. They called it something else in this movie, but when I was young and we used to go to the fair, it was called the Gravitron. Is that what you called it? Yeah, it was
well,
called the Gravitron, I believe.
I always thought of that as the Gravitron.
Yeah,
So
I thought that's what it was called, but they didn't call it that in this movie. They called it something else. I forget.
the
but
spinny thing.
the spinny thing, the thing that makes you go like this against the wall. But that part was really cool because you can actually you feel for her like stuck in that situation. You're like, oh no, like it reminds you when you're a kid and you're stuck against like the wall.
Yeah, and in typical Back to the Future rules, she has to find her way back to present day.
Yes, she does.
And when she gets back to present day, whatever she did in the 80s,
Affected the future.
yeah, it affected the future. So we get to see like what played out. And I thought it wasn't really obvious to me who the killer was.
No, I didn't really know
'Cause
either.
I started jumping around. I'm like, I think it's this guy. I think
Yeah.
it's this guy. I think it's that girl. So like, it's not so obvious who the killer is.
Yeah.
It's a good whodunit.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
So that's another positive like for me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it was really fun. I totally recommend it. Totally killer. Totally recommend for this time of year, especially
Totally.
Halloween slasher vibes.
Totally.
It gets an A+ for me. As far as dislikes of the film, this is another one that I am having a hard time finding dislikes for. But I guess I'll say maybe we could have used a little bit more kills. I guess maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
don't know. Yeah.
No, but it walks the line of like a fun movie.
It's a horror comedy,
No,
so it's
yeah. It's a fun movie meets like a tribute.
yeah.
It's a tribute to slashers.
Yeah, it's
meets
like a love letter to the slasher genre. Yeah.
meets like an 80s Back to the Future movie, which I say check it out.
Yeah,
and just
it's
know,
definitely worth
just
it.
know what you're getting into and just have a good time. For
Yes,
all you
yeah.
hardcore fans, I think the gore looks really good.
It did. It looked really good. Yeah.
And but like I said, it's not a badass brutal movie, but
No.
it's a good story.
It's super
and
fun.
It's very 80s.
Yeah.
It's for all you Stranger Things and Back to the Future fans.
yeah, 80s slasher.
And everybody
fans.
likes 80s stuff. Check this one out.
And it's streaming on Amazon Prime, so sign up for Amazon Prime and you can watch it. As far as final thoughts of the film, I really love this movie. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. I would buy it. I would watch. I'm gonna add this to my Halloween rotation because I thought it was so fun. I'll definitely be watching it again. I would definitely love to own it. So 8.5 out of 10.
I'll give it an 8.
Okay.
I like it too. I
Awesome.
thought it was excellent.
Yeah, me too. So I can't wait to check it out again. If you guys have checked out Totally Killer, please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Did you like it? Did you not?
It's also awesome for like an October drop.
To have a new
Yeah, just-
Halloween movie, yeah.
Like it came out the perfect time of year. I mean,
Yeah.
this is just a cool watch for October. I mean,
For sure.
Check it out, and it's streaming. You don't. Have
It's
to,
streaming for free, so you
I
guys
like
can check
how
or
I
not,
don't.
yeah.
I don't have to go out to the
True.
theater, deal with some guy sitting behind me or next
Or
to me.
kids like
And-
talking and laughing the whole time. Exorcist believer kids that
Oh,
were in
yeah,
the
yeah.
theater. Yeah.
And they're they also talk out loud with their buddies about hypothetically what they would do. They're like, I would so leave if I was there.
I know.
If I was there, I'd be gone.
I'm like, why are you here?
I'd be out of there.
Yeah.
You can watch it at home,
Yeah.
naked, in your underwear.
Yeah.
You can Netflix and chill, but it's on Prime.
True, true. So make sure you're checking it out on Amazon Prime. Make sure you're clicking that bell to be notified when we drop all of our new horror movie reviews, horror movie trailer breakdowns,
Totally.
that kind of thing. We're super excited. It's October.
Totally.
We have, yeah, totally. It's totally October. We're totally pumped.
Totally.
We have
Totally.
some totally awesome reviews planned to drop for you guys before Halloween. So make sure you guys are hitting that bell to be notified. Like I said, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Comment down below. Let us know what your Halloween
Are you
watches
still plugging that super thanks so we can get
Oh
there?
yeah, we have a super thanks button now, guys. So if you like what you see and you want to donate to the channel, help us out a little bit, click that little button down
Nobody's
there.
doing it.
Yeah, nobody's really done
You
it, but Craig.
cheap-
Thanks, Craig.
You cheap fucks.
Yeah. We hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we will see you guys soon.
Thanks for watching.